And I remember laying there because like how they do it is we like taped just like gauze over my tatas, so like the dudes. I mean, not that like the dudes in the shop cared because I had a female tattoo artist because they're like whatever, like we're all professionals here. But they like tape, right? And so like this is before I also had a boob job, thank God. If I tried to do it now, I would tap out after like the needle hit me. I'd be like, nope, I'm just gonna have like a blue freckle on my chest, I guess. So like we're going, and I'm just like, oh my god, okay. I'm literally listening to, I think it was like Marilyn Manson, just screaming like in my ear, okay? Because I'm like, okay, like I got this. And then she hit the bone in like one of the ribs, and my body literally went into shock. And within 5 seconds, like I was covered in sweat, head to toe. I stopped breathing, like I couldn't breathe. And my tattoo artist noticed, so she stopped and she put like numbing cream on me. Thank God, because like that was able to took it from like the moon to at least like Earth level, okay? So I think the reason why the numbing cream worked even better is because she had already broken skin. You survived, that's important. Yeah, I almost died by tattoo. Woo, confetti. What'll happen if the bucket of water is thrown on you? I punched whoever the fuck threw it at me. Don't let tattoos find me of who I am, and my scars tell 1,000 stories. I have scars too. You look so pretty, thank you. Must be. I swear to God, if there's some ugly bitch, I'm gonna fight you. Ooh, they're hot. Pretty my ass. Next. Dog, I literally cannot give two fucks if you think I'm hot or not. Do you want to have a family? Not really. Have you dated a tattoo artist? I have not. Nor would I. I feel like they're unstable. Well, I technically have scars in my mouth from my braces. I call them like my reverse Joker scars because they literally like, I can feel them. They run like all along here. Then on like my inner thigh, I have like 3 tiny dots. I know it's so dumb. But I have 3 tiny dots because I had heart surgery. So they like go in and they put like a bunch of shit up in your veins and they go and it goes up to your heart and then they go and they burn it and they go and take it out of you, and then you have to have like a 5-pound weight on your goddamn cooch for 3-4 hours and you're not allowed moving it because if you cut a vein, you die, you know. Speaking of, funny story. So after I got out of the hospital for that, I was taking my bandage off, right? And I'm sitting on the toilet. I know. Great conversation. So I'm sitting there, and yeah, she's hot. I agree with this. So I'm sitting there, I'm taking the bandage off, and like the bandage is literally this big, okay? But the scabs had like kind of, like, I shouldn't say bandage, it was more gauze. So I'm taking the gauze off. And like part of the scab kind of like got caught on the gauze, and my dad, I remember him telling me when I was younger, he's like, yeah, like if you cut a vein or an artery, you're dead, like that's it, okay, like you're dead. So, and I knew that they went in through my artery, so I'm pulling it out and it starts bleeding a little bit, and I'm like, oh no. And here's the thing, with my heart condition, like if my heart beats too fast, like I'll fucking faint, like out like a goddamn light, okay? And fucking so I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh no. And so my mom had actually, this is back when I lived in BC, so my mom had flown from Alberta to BC for my heart surgery because I was 16, right? So she's like, no, my baby. And so I'm like, Mom, because I didn't live with my mom, I lived with my dad. And so she comes in and she goes, what? I'm like, I need to lay down. And she goes, what? And I'm like, I need to lay down like right now. I'm like, I don't even care about wiping my cooch. Like, I just need to fucking lay down. So she starts like trying to get me to the bed. I'm like, ma'am, are you not understanding? I am trying to fucking lay down right now, like on the goddamn bathroom floor, okay? And just boom, out, fucking fainted. So she calls my stepmom. She's like, Jocelyn, get in here. So my stepmom rushes in and they're like, oh my god, we have to call 911. I'm like, no, I'm dying, like my cooch is bleeding, right? So they fucking look and it's not bleeding, like the scab came off like a little bit but not a whole lot. So then they had to call, they still called 911 because they're like, okay, if she faints for like any reason, like we need to bring her back in, like she just had heart surgery. So they call 911. Of course, hot ass firefighters and paramedics come by, and I'm here, and I'm like, ugly as fuck, okay, because, like, one, I'm 16, and two, like, I just had surgery, so I don't even think I showered at this point, okay? And so they had to, like, strap me into this stupid chair, and I'm sitting there like this, because I'm like, I can fucking walk, like, are you kidding me? And they carried my ass out of the house and put me in the goddamn ambulance. And then so we get to the hospital. I'm trying to explain to the nurse. I'm like, I only fainted because I literally thought I was about to die, okay? Like, I thought I was about to die. And so everyone's, like, laughing at me, but they still have to do the test. So I'm sitting there with, like, fucking strobes to me. Like, this is so goddamn embarrassing. Like, I have to tell a doctor, like, I have to tell the nurses, like, I have to tell the hot-ass fireman that I fainted because I thought I was gonna die. Also, it's not the first time I fainted because I thought I was gonna die, okay? Most of the time, I just, like, accept the fact that I think I'm dying and I just let go. I'm like, I'm ready, like, take me. Like, I wish I was still alive, but... This is before I ever drink Diet Coke, so... You're wrong. Do you guys want to hear how we found out that I had the heart condition though? Because it was only a week before all this happened. Yo, Diet Coke is the bomb. Coke, what is it? Coke Zero or whatever? Ugh. Anyways, okay, so now we're moving on to how we found out. So my parents, i.e. my dad and my step-aunt, okay, got married like a couple years before that. Then they